Keiichi Matsuda's hyperreality. Is the use of digital media technology an excitement or a danger? Should we be worried about our future? Technology is moving faster than we could ever dream of. Apple Watches, voice recognition technology, and most of all, augmented reality, which is the primary area where I will be focusing on. Have you ever wondered how far technology will go? Will it ever go so far that you could restart your life with a push of a button? That gamification could impact us more than we know? Augmented reality has become a massive angle in the gaming world. It looks very realistic and brings up so many questions because we don't really know the limits of it quite yet. And this short film, Hyperreality, does test its limits by going all the way. Augmented reality is something used in games. Introduced by gaming manufacturers, it gives players a realistic experience of the game they're playing by wearing some really cool eyewear. The idea of controlling your character has progressed so much that even the design, personality, and functioning of your gameplay character is entirely in your hands. You can even restart and redo a level at will. Imagine doing that in real life. Tumblr and Twitter posts about "wish life had a restart button." Well, in this short film, Hyperreality, the main character does have that option. A life where technology is your guide and points are your objective. So, my friends and I decided to try augmented reality ourselves. We wanted to see just how scary and terrifying it could be. Because after watching this short film myself, I personally felt a slight shudder down my spine as to what our future could be like.
Do I have to hold on to anything? Oh, I don't know where I am. Oh no, this feels way too real. I feel like I should be strapped in. Actually feels like you're on it, like, properly.
You can try it with this one. Very expensive.
It was really cool, like it's incredible, like all the graphics are incredible, like it feels so lifelike. We did the roller coaster one, and because of like the perspective it's in, like it feels like you're looking at it through your eyes, which is like insane. It feels like you're actually sitting on it. I think massively, I think this is just like a little part of it. There's so much more to explore, like with all technology, like there's so many different aspects to it and ways to develop it. So I think, yeah, it's probably just the start of something massive. A little bit, it's quite scary, like I think the way how fast like all technology is developing is quite scary but exciting at the same time.
I believe this short film takes on Edgar Allan Poe's unity of effects, because no moments are wasted in these 6 minutes. Everything is concise and there's no need for it to be any longer or a feature film in my eyes. There's no need for 2 sittings either, therefore the totality of the short remains intact. Viewers are able to watch and be totally involved with the short film, because everything is handed on a plate in some ways. Also, with this short film in particular, it lets us reflect and work critically to understand its meaning, because it's so extreme. According to Bevan Yeatman, we all should collaborate in more dynamic and proactive ways and help shape the films that could be made, just as we help shape the films that have been made. The dynamicness in hyperreality is different because of its bright visuals in particular, and the use of experimentation in its work makes us question, what would our future actually be like? Hyperreality conducts a very noisy cyberspace with many distractions. The virtual and physical worlds have officially become one. It's a bit like the sensory overload you experience when you first walk into a video arcade. That sensation of being bombarded and overwhelmed with flashing visuals and dinging sounds, but more intense. This suggests why the main character is finding it hard to gain answers. Everything is automated, denying her access to find herself and answer the big questions. Her life is revolved around a point system, which could denote your class or level in this world. And that is why they mean so much to her. The main character acts on the situation in which she finds herself, which serves the interest of the story. The bright colours of the system make the real world seem grey and dull. It's like our world we live in today has had a complete makeover and a big boost that has reshaped and redefined our reality. Hyperreality balances its sound and image very well by designing events which are both visually striking and make excellent sounds and focusing the viewer's attention on a sound which in itself will have a role in determining what happens next. In 6 minutes, this short film has questioned our world and its future, and also visualised where the director thinks it's heading. Simplicity enhances the possibilities for depth, and clarity is the most important quality to making the film. However, maybe this is scarily too simple, and the clearness that someone could actually visualise this in their head for our future is a terrifying thought. True. As soon as you're in this world, you're in a surveillance state, a total surveillance state. All of your conversations are monitored, your social value, it compromises us in lots of different ways. The film's trying to understand if that level of invasion is something we want, is it something we're willing to accept, or is it something to push back on before it's too late? I think I know my answer to that one. I think it's something we should push back on. Because having your conversations monitored and surveillanced is not something that I'd like to live. How gamification has seriously changed our perception of life. How people would happily let themselves enter the gaming world for hours because it's another life, another chance to be free, another chance to have things controlled by you, but in your own way. Therefore, could hyperreality be considered as an adaptation of Sims and other role-play games? Because of the way it replicated the intensity, and where interactivity is a core element of this short film. So, in conclusion, the use of digital media technology is an exciting thought. I mean, you've got this incredible gaming lifestyle we live in today, and we can do whatever we want with it. We can build and play our own characters to our will. But I also think digital media technology is going slightly too far. If the physical and virtual worlds combine, I've got a feeling that technology might take over, and we all know what happens with that.